Hello, I'm Austin Heyman. Welcome to Seniors Today, a monthly program produced by the Commission on Aging and devoted entirely to issues and interests of Montgomery County seniors. This month we discuss aging in place and the village movement, and we learn about dental resources available through the Montgomery County Senior Dental Discount Program. But first, recent research shows that the negative health consequences of chronic isolation and loneliness may be especially harmful for older adults. The good news is that with greater awareness, we can take steps to expand our social circles and become more involved in the community around us. My guest today is Peter Lane, the director of the National Center for Engaging Older Adults. Well, welcome to Seniors Today, Peter.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
So, tell us a little bit more about this research that's gone on of late about isolation and its problems.
Right. Well, there's really been, in the last several years, a lot of research done around the negative impact of older adults who are more isolated, unable to get out in their community. And there's really a wide range of negative health effects, mental health. In fact, for many, prolonged isolation is equal to smoking 15 cigarettes a day.
Wow.
So it's really pretty dramatic what those effects are.
So we call it the N4A, the National Association of Area Ages and Aging, has this new initiative. It's a new center. Mm-hmm. Tell us about it.
Yeah, so this is really kind of an outgrowth in N4A's commitment to older adults and supporting volunteers services for older adults. And really with that research and a lot of work being done by others around the country, it was really apparent that we could play a really big role in promoting wider engagement of older adults in their communities. That we know older adults have lots to give to their communities and can at the same time benefit in so many different ways by being engaged.
So how are you going about this? I believe you have some partners in this.
Yeah, we've had 4 great partners. All of them bring expertise in working with older adults. So, for example, located right here in Washington is the National Center for Creative Aging. They really focus on the creative arts, the many different ways that adults can engage either through things like painting and theater and singing, so many different ways to really get those creative juices going.
We've had them on the show. In fact, some years ago, we had the founder of all of this work, Dr. Gene Cohn.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
So they're a great partner, as well as Generations United, which focuses on intergenerational programs. And this, I just think, is such a great learning opportunity for older adults as well as our younger members of society. And what we know from that is that it really is a mutually beneficial relationship. Sometimes these programs are based in schools, other times at senior centers, or a wide variety of ways that older adults and children or teenagers can be engaged in a wide variety of activities.
So in the interest of full disclosure, I started InterAges 34 years ago. Mm-hmm. The Jewish Council for the Aging continues this program, and it's thriving, and I second what you've just said about the benefit.
Yeah, to both, right? And just in addition to being a lot of fun.
Right.
So other partners also are the National Center resource center for Osher Lifelong Learning Institutes. It's based out of Northwestern University. There are a range of lifelong learning institutes around the country, often housed in a local university. And these are offering courses on a wide range of topics. Again, just a really great way for older adults to learn and connect with others around a common interest.
So again, I guess in the county we do have a rich offerings for the Montgomery College, their Lifelong Learning Institute, Oasis is in the county, and they have courses, Live and Learn Bethesda, Johns Hopkins Osher program. So there are really great opportunities to do exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah, we're very lucky here in the metropolitan area to have those kinds of resources available to us. So another one is the Older Adults Technology Services. It's located in New York City, and they really focus not just on teaching older adults how to use technology, but really helping them think about what are different ways that they can contribute to their community, connect with others in their community. So for example, they've got programs where people are using it to manage their health outcomes, or looking at ways to use it in terms of managing finances. So there's a wide range of ways to use technology nowadays.
And to connect with grandchildren, a family.
Absolutely.
Well, we actually, in the county last year, just signed a contract with Oates, and they
Yes.
are doing some teaching in the county.
Yeah, so there's a number. They have something called Senior Planet. There's
Senior Planet, yeah,
there's
exactly.
a couple of, or maybe 4 or 5 locations
Right.
in Montgomery County where older adults can
Right.
participate and take courses.
Right. So how are you promoting this around the country?
Yeah, so really we just launched the National Center for Engaging Older Adults in the last few months. And so what we're doing right now is we'll be supporting our area agencies on aging around the country to help them promote and develop programs that are going to engage older adults in a variety of ways. We've mentioned some of them.
Sure.
Certainly classes, fitness. I mean, there's so many different ways for people to be involved.
Is there a website then for N4A that you would like to?
Yeah, so you can, folks can connect to the N4A website at n4a.org and /engaged, which will connect you to the National Resource Center. There's also the 800 number for the Elder Care Locator, which is an information and referral services for a wide range of
You have that number?
information. Yeah, that's 800-667-1116.
Great. Well, thanks so much for coming in. Very exciting new initiative.
Yes, thank you for having me.
When we return, we'll learn about aging in place and the growing village movement. So please stay with us. We'll be right back.
Visit aarp.org/caregiving for information on how to provide even better care for the person who wants to care of you.
In Montgomery County, we have a goal to reduce waste and recycle 70% of all waste by 2020. By recycling and reducing waste, we save natural resources and make our community even better. So recycle at home, work, school, everywhere, and keep recycling going. For more information, call the Montgomery County, Maryland Division of Solid Waste Services at 311 or visit montgomerycountymd.gov/recycling.
Keep it going.
Recycle more now.
Did you know there are more than 10,000 county government phone numbers? But there's only one number you need to remember for non-emergency calls, 311. MC311 is Montgomery County government's online telephone information system. Need information? Have a problem or complaint? Trying to locate a county government facility? Call 311. The call center is open Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. The website is available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
Welcome back. The concept of aging in place and the village movement are becoming more and more talked about in our communities. And joining me to bring us up to date is Pazit Aviv, the Montgomery County Village Coordinator. Well, welcome back, Pazit.
Happy to be here.
So we're getting more and more villages. Maybe you should tell, there are some people who still don't know what a village is.
Mm-hmm.
What is a village?
Village is not a housing development or a virtual concept. It's an idea that people can help one another, supporting each other in their local communities as they age in place. Many communities develop their concept of a nonprofit, where they band together and decide for themselves what would be the best way for them to stay at home. And most of the things they do are local, hyper-local. They get together in social events, activities large and small, and they also help one another through volunteerism, neighbors helping neighbors.
And one of the big things that they do is transportation.
That is the number one need across the nation. Transportation has been a sore spot for many local communities because there isn't enough infrastructure. And when people lose their ability to drive for whatever reason, they are stuck at home. And so the number one need across the nation, communities large and small, rural and urban and suburban, is help in getting around the county, city, state.
So you kind of need a community to have a village, don't you? What is a community?
We were looking into this idea of what makes for a strong community, and people need to have a sense of connectedness to where they live. If you don't feel connected to any of the areas you're a part of, if I ask you what street you live on and you say what community you live in and you say I live on this street, that kind of tells me that you're not as connected to the people around you. Whereas if I ask you where do you live and you say I live in Tacoma Park, that implies a stronger sense of connectedness. And in these communities, you're much more likely to succeed in starting a village of your own because people already have a sense of belonging to that area.
So we were just talking about engagement, and I have the sense that this is the most evident way of engaging just what goes on in the village. I mean, I belong to a village, and
a great village.
Little
Falls.
Right. Are there some new things? I mean, I know we have a huge number of villages in this area. Are there some new things happening in the village movement?
There are 23 active villages in the county and 10 developing, and people can find all that information on the internet. We can share the link later. What villages are doing right now is thinking beyond what they've done so far. One of the beautiful things about the village movement is its nimbleness, its flexibility, adapting to new realities, expecting growth and connecting to one another. And one of the new recent development, actually two, is partnering with other organizations, professional organizations, to deliver services that the villages themselves don't feel equipped to provide. One of the most exciting coalitions that we're part of is called Lifelong Homes Coalition. And it is a partnership of Habitat for Humanity of Metro Maryland, Rebuilding Together, Montgomery College, Village of Tacoma Park, Silver Spring Village, and Aging and Disability Services.
And what do they do?
They make sure that a person lives in a safe home that is also accessible.
So they're checking, they come to the house and they check, or the apartment, and they check?
Virtually repair everything that needs to be repaired for lower income seniors, so that they not only remain connected to their community through the village, but also live in a safe and accessible home. Because you need those two elements. It's not enough to have a community to support you. It's not enough to have a home. But by bringing those two domains together and supporting a person, we're providing seamless service.
But you said low-income villages. low income.
Lower. Most
low-
people, I think most seniors in the county would qualify for some kind of help from either Habitat or Rebuilding. I'm saying it in broad brush. I'm not going to get into the eligibility criteria. It's important to know that some of those villages have handyman services for their members, and so even if you are over income for Habitat or Rebuilding Together, you're still able to access some of that support.
And I think there's a second partnership that you mentioned earlier.
There's a lot of work being done between villages and hospitals, and the partnership is natural because villages serve older adults, and the primary constituents of hospitals are older adults. And there's a lot of areas where hospitals could use villages support when they discharge a person or when they want to share information about preventative health or chronic disease self-management. And hospitals see villages as a natural partner. And villages would like to partner with the hospitals because that adds value to what they offer their members. They can be there for somebody who is discharged from a hospital and give them their hot meal, provide a run to the pharmacy to pick up the prescription, do a laundry run. Because when you come home from a hospital, you're very often either in pain or weak or just exhausted from the experience. And the village can just prop you up for that duration of healing. So then you can heal faster and not have to go back to the hospital.
So this is this limited to certain villages that are doing these partnerships?
No, we really want to serve all the county, all villages and all hospitals, and this is all budding.
I see.
Kind of the most exciting current partnership is between Village of Tacoma Park and the WISH program, which is a program supported by the local hospitals to serve people who are on Medicare and would like to get some extra support at home, connecting to resources and services so they don't become sicker.
That's so important. Before we run out of time, we want to give a website.
MontgomeryCountyMaryland.gov/village.
And there we can get more information.
There is an interactive map where you can put your address and it will tell you if there's a village in your area and what other resources are available to you.
One of the issues that I know over time has been the challenge of creating a village or in a lower income. Where does that stand now in the county? Where do you see that going?
I was sharing with you earlier the concept of the 3 Ps, and it's kind of an observation I have been able to discern while working with very different communities. For a village to succeed in its establishment, you need people to be willing to take on the leadership role. You need places where people can gather together, come together as a community, and form that live connection of the social fabric of that community. And you also need prosperity. I've worked with a few communities where people were excited about this idea, participated in some of the meetings, but then called me later on and said, I cannot come tomorrow. I'm about to be evicted from my apartment, or I just lost my job. I need to work 2 jobs. And I think the concept of having enough financial stability is crucial for the establishment of a village. And so in lower income communities, it's important that we invest more of our resources to support people as they strive to develop something that works for them.
And there are some partnerships with the faith community developing, I believe. Is that correct?
One exciting, interesting development is in Kemp Mill, where a group of faith communities have come together to develop a village for the entire area. And the Orthodox Jewish community and the Christian community are coming together to develop something that would serve everybody. In addition to that, there are other faith communities that are interested in supporting their local villages, and that has been a very exciting area of development.
Well, a lot of exciting things going on, and it keeps growing, and
Yep.
your job keeps getting bigger, I think.
Always something to do.
Thanks for coming in.
Thank you.
When we come back, we'll close the show today with information about the county's Senior Dental Assistance Program.
Hey, mister, down here. You illegally passed the stop school bus. I'm placing you in timeout, and this timeout means big fines, Plus, you really could have hurt somebody. That's why school buses are being equipped with video cameras to help kids like me stay safe. So respect the bus.
Be active, Montgomery. Woo! Be active. Be active, Montgomery. Be active, Montgomery. Be active, Montgomery.
If you think someone might be considering suicide or drugs, be the one to help them by taking these 5 steps. Ask, keep them safe, be there, help them connect, follow up. If you're struggling, call Lifeline at 1-800-273-TALK or the 24-hour crisis center at 240-777-4000. Be the one to help. Learn more at BeTheOne.org.
Welcome back to Seniors Today. My guests are Tina Percy Langley, Senior Health and Wellness Coordinator for Montgomery County Health and Human Services, and Dr. Robert Mantoni, a mobile dentist. Well, welcome to Seniors Today.
Thank you, Austin.
Thank you, Austin.
Pleasure.
So, I think it was about 2 years ago, the Commission on Aging did a study on dental services. What came out of that?
Yes. The Commission on Aging Health and Wellness subgroup did a study on dental services in the county, and we convened a number of experts around the county to see what was going on in dental services. And what we concluded as a part of the summer study is the lack of dental services for seniors, as you well would know. But so we've been working a little bit on the recommendations since 2016 to see if we could fill some of those gaps in dental services.
So I'm guessing one of those gaps may be the need for mobile clinics. And I think
Yeah.
that's what you do.
That's how we came to be working together. Yes, it is. Yeah.
So as folks age, there's an issue about dental needs. What is your experience with that?
Well, as you get older and your faculties decline, even your financial resources change, dentistry gets pushed back farther and farther on the list of important things to take care of. The fact that we have this mobile clinic allows us to bring the dental care to the patient, and partnering with someone like the county, we're actually getting it paid for, and then we can work together as a team to provide it. The needs are general medical needs as well as the obvious dental needs. We were talking earlier about the aspiration pneumonia issue. A lot of seniors are hospitalized strictly because their oral hygiene is poor. They're aspirating some of this bacteria into their lungs and causing a lot of medical conditions.
I didn't realize that.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
really, yeah. So so where are these clinics that the county is helping to support?
Well, so with Dr. Mantoni's mobile dentist, it goes around to our 5 senior centers in the county. So participants who go to our county senior centers sign up through the senior center directors for the services, and Dr. Mantoni brings his mobile dentist to the centers for services.
So, and how is this paid for? What kind of a?
This is paid for by a grant through the state, Maryland Department on Aging. We get the funds, and then we contract with Dr. Mantoni.
But the individual person pays something.
It pays a small nominal fee.
I see. And how does one sign up? How do you know about this?
They sign up, it's on a first come, first served basis at the senior center. So usually the participants know. We've done this for about 4 years now, and it's in the spring, and they sign up through the senior center director, alerts the participants that the mobile dentist will be there, and people sign up. And we can serve about 16 patients per day. Some senior centers have a waiting list, because if they didn't get seen the year before, they can get seen the next year.
Now, in addition to the senior centers, though, there are dental clinics.
There are dental clinics throughout the county. The Public Health Service through Montgomery County has dental clinics, and we also provide a grant to help provide some dentures through the dental clinics.
So how do we find out about these
You
clinics?
find out, you can call the dental clinics at 240-777-1875 and also go to the website montgomerycounty.gov/dental services.
So is there a waiting list there for?
There are waiting lists for dentures and to be seen through the dental clinics. It's about 7 to 10 weeks on a waiting list there.
And then your work is with the senior centers, or are other places that you?
Well, we do a lot of work with the senior centers. We do homeless shelters. We do veterans. We've actually done active duty. Once we have these mobile clinics constructed and the teams available, we can apply them to wherever it's needed. We do Montgomery County homeless shelters as well.
I see. And you also, I believe, in your practice, go to nursing homes and assisted living?
Right. That's how we started the program, was with, excuse me, going to nursing homes and senior centers, and then we partners with the county in several projects as a result of that.
I mean, I guess one of the major issues for most of us, including me, is the cost of. We don't have dental. The dental insurance doesn't seem to be very prevalent.
No. 9 out of 10 conversations we have ends up coming down to who's going to pay for this.
Yeah.
We all know how to do it. We have the ability to do it. We have the partnerships to do it. It's a matter of funding. And thank goodness the county has been able to procure these funds.
Now, there's something called the NACO, National Association of County. What is it?
County organizations?
National
National Association of County
There's
Organizations.
some kind of a discount program?
There's a dental discount card. One of the other things that came out of our summer study was trying to look at providing more resources for seniors, and one of them is when we partnered with NACO to provide the dental discount card. Now, it's not an insurance, but if seniors can pay a monthly fee, $6.95 a month for a single or $14.95 a month for a family, and get dental discounts at participating dentists. And you can go up on the NACO website to see which participating dentist would take this dental disc card.
Has the practice of dentistry changed a lot in your?
It's probably 90% different than when I started.
Really?
Yeah, from everything from materials to even the needs of the people has changed. The baby boomers have aged and are requiring more complicated dentistry than we've ever had to provide.
And there's a lot more, my impression is a lot more equipment available, or different, I mean, technology has made some things better, I guess.
Yeah, the computerization of it. We can actually make crowns in the office now. We have a milling machine.
Wow.
3D printing's coming. You can 3D print dentures now.
Right.
So yeah, technology's affected dentistry just like it has everything else.
Right. So while we have a cost issue and we have the waiting list issue, there are some services available.
Right.
I guess what you're saying is we probably need more.
We do need more, and we're partnering with different organizations all the time to see how we can work together. We're actually going to work with the Howard University School of Dentistry in hopes to provide some extra services for seniors in the coming year, and trying to work with other partners and dentists who might do pro bono work as well.
Wonderful. Well, thank you all for coming in and sharing an important area that we have not covered a lot.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Well, that's it for this month's Seniors Today. Don't forget that you can access a great deal of information about county services for seniors by going to the Montgomery County Senior website at montgomerycountymd.gov/seniors, or call the Senior Resource Line at 240-777-3000. And as always, thank you for watching Seniors Today.
If you think someone might be considering suicide or drugs, be the one to help them by taking these 5 steps. Ask, keep them safe, be there, Help them connect. Follow up. If you're struggling, call Lifeline at 1-800-273-TALK or the 24-hour crisis center at 240-777-4000. Be the one to help. Learn more at betheone.org.